Since the European adventure, we've won 3-2 away at Birmingham, who are another team that are really very good. They've got Graham Marchant, who is an absolute beast in terms of the amount of runs that he does in a game. He's really good. He's someone that you can pick up pretty cheap at the start and then just sell him for lots of money. They did play a 4-4-2, which obviously I appreciate because it's much easier to play against that. Something that I did forget to say is that when your A team plays, you get what your B team has done, your reserve squad, and it's always worth looking at the players that play against you, because generally if a player's in the B team and they're like a decent player, they will want to leave the team. So we've got Jeff Horsfield. Now I spoke about Duncan Ferguson before, and what will happen is you'll be able to pick up like really good players. So Calvo Garcia, really good defensive midfielder actually I use him as, but look, he wants to move clubs, he's not in the first team. So I will usually, on a game that I'm playing as a solo playthrough, so here's another one that you could just pick up, decent player. Anyway, so I will, Ryan Thompson, really good, really good actually. So this is a guy that I would absolutely purchase if I was playing this as my own game. So yeah, you can go and find a load of really good players in the reserve teams. So, but I've not done this playthrough obviously because that's not part of the playthrough. So we won 3-2 away at Birmingham, where Olsen's been scoring goals. Colin's got his first goal for the club, and our new striker Emiliano Ray, who I picked up for 50,000, although really good physicals, off the ball and finishing. Just trying to get someone that can put the ball in the net, and beat Charlton 2-1, where Peter S got 10 out of 10. And we had 10 shots on target versus their 1. They played 4-4-2. In the final game, 1-0 against Man City, playing this disgraceful formation again. We had quite a lot of shots on target versus the other one. They've got Nick Wright and they've got Per Carlson, that are both very good. Steve Howe, centre back. Robbie Blake's a decent pickup. Not many others. So yeah, and now we're going to be playing, I can't even say this name like the last one, Esbjerg. Forende Bold Clubber. I think that means bold club, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll see you in the next little section. So we're about to play the game against a team whose name I can't pronounce. I'll just call them Bold Clubber because that's their surname, their club surname. They have got an extremely good player in Bo Nielsen, but apart from that, I think they're not elite. Right, so home game first. Let's go. Obviously 4-3-3 is not a great formation for us to play against. It's got an odd amount of centre forwards. Not odd amount of forwards. Odd amount of centre forwards. Centre left forward, centre right forward. You know what I mean. Fraser can come on. Just 'cause Mariano's a bit tired. Or why he gets so tired. Yep, obviously perfect. Leaves conceding a goal. So 3-4-1. Yeah, 3-goal win. That should be enough to take us to the next round. I don't know why every team's going to this formation. It is frustrating. But yeah, and Leandro still doing things. Assuming he got a few assists here, 4 assists, just assisting all 4 goals. So that's 9 assists in 12 games, which isn't too bad. I will see you on the next bit. In the game in the league, we had a bit of a frustrating defeat against Sheffield United, where we dominated them but managed to lose 2-0. They've got a pretty good team. They've got Steve Foster, who is an insanely good centre back, one of the best on the game. someone you can just pick up straight away. They've got Gary Speed. They've got Delroy Facey, I've spoke about before. Really, really good player. Scores lots of goals. So yeah, they've picked up a decent team here. Darren Ferguson's really good as well, although his creativity is a little low, but his passing's good. So, and Frank Sinclair, I've once seen him win like Player of the Year or something. So, we did use a first choice team. Like I say, it was pretty frustrating that we didn't win that game. But we're now going to play Newcastle. We've not played Newcastle before. They're 7th in the league, obviously. They're another excellent team, obviously. It almost seems like on this game, like the teams are better than on the ODB. It seems like they just do better. Crouch does really well in this game. I don't know how strong a team they're going to play. So Watson's very good. Nicky Butt's obviously excellent as well. If we play this team, it might be quite difficult. Hopefully, we will be playing their reserves. That would be ideal. Okay. We'll put the commentary speed on fast. And yeah, Telfer's good. Obviously, look at his physicals, really good. I don't remember being that fast in real life. Amiobi, we spoke about him, did quite well on loan at Rotherham. Clement Acuna, really good player as well. Haim Revivo, never heard of him in my life. Okay, let's go. So this obviously further reinforces my idea that the game before a cup game, your team just don't play very well. I don't know why. I don't know if it's coded. It wouldn't surprise me if it was coded. Although I don't know how you would code it. Maybe subtracting a few things. But it doesn't make sense, does it? Because obviously they played alright until then. I'm still waiting for Fraser to become a centre here. I don't think he's whinging. Oh my word! I don't think he's whinging about his training. So we'll see. Obviously he likes the ball. Got a goal. So that we might have inflicted Newcastle's biggest defeat here. Yeah. There's a high likelihood that we've inflicted Newcastle's biggest defeat. You can end up doing that to these elite teams when they play their weak teams against you in the cup. So, yeah, really impressed with that. Let's have a look. Biggest defeat was 4-0 versus Aston Villa. I don't save all the games because it takes ages to open, so all my games are saved, but none of those are. So 4-0 against Villa, obviously 6-1's bigger than that. So one of the plans I've got for this game is to try and give every single club their biggest defeat to be the game against me, which will take a while, but that's like a challenge that I've never seen anyone do because it's probably too insane. See you in the next little bit. I have dipped into the transfer market for a new right winger who looks really good. Fernando Pascali came up on a search from Excelsior. He's played a game in the league. He's got crossing and dribbling, balance is okay, he's quick, he accelerates well, decent long shots, decent jumping, decent technique. I've also bought Eric Hamvik from Odd-Grenland. I bought him a few weeks ago. He's not really played much. I completely forgot to put in the squad. And then I got Emiliano Ray, who I spoke about before. I did buy Callahan. I'm not sure if I spoke about him as well. Very good central midfielder. From Hamilton. You can get him from Glenafton really early on. Really good assist machine. We're playing the second leg of our game against Esbjerg. We've just beaten Nottingham Forest 3-0 in the first division. I played my first choice team against these because obviously I'm playing my reserve team. We're with a 4-1 lead in Europe, so we're still first in the division. We've got 2 games in hand on Burnley, who are second, and I believe we're the only team that's beat Burnley. I know we drew with them, because obviously we did, because Alan Keane had the game of his life. Yeah, so let's go. So Lawless, I will show you him in a second as he gets to half time. So he is Irish. I got him on a search from Bohemians, 18k. Obviously got him on a search, £180 a week. Jumping, pace, bravery, dribbling, without balance, which is a bit of a pain, but it's not too much of a pain because obviously he's got the physicals as well. Technique, work rate, teamwork, so he's okay. Emerson's playing his first game. We're not really bothered about this, just getting through is the main thing. Not actually sure if he's made any runs. No one's even run after passing run. There you go. So he has scored in his debut. And Iglesias on his return to the. He's been my hero, obviously. Hopefully this. One last thing before I do go. Let me just show you the formation that Forest. Now I'm not sure if it shows. Look at the state of that. What on earth is that? Absolutely insane. I don't even understand it. Like, I'd never come up with that in my wildest dreams. Especially Henningberg running up the wing. It's 35 years old. So yeah, it's just an interesting formation. Anyway, I will see you in the next part. The last game of this video is the 3-0 win against Preston at home. Should have been more than 3-0. They substituted Kardashian in the 53rd minute. Not sure why he was getting a 5, but we had 6 shots. Scored the goals, obviously. Don't know why he's not in the target as much as he used to. But yeah, so that's the end of this video. I'll just show you the league table. We're top 28 for 7 against. Obviously, the defence is doing really well. I don't know why we're not scoring enough goals. We'll have to see if we can arrest that development. But I do think teams playing really defensive formations is an issue for us. And just goalkeepers having worldies against us, which hopefully will stop happening. But yeah, see you in the next bit.